Hello. So today I want to talk to you about something that I call the needs wants plan chart. Needs wants plan chart. And I want to talk to you about it because, whoa, has it helped my son and I a lot. So I'm Dr. Jean Hess, and my doctorate is in special education. And my doctorate started before my son was diagnosed with autism. After I taught for 11 years kids who have behavior problems. I came up with a needs wants plan chart because my son is very egocentric, and that's one of the hallmarks of kids with autism. They have a really hard time thinking beyond themselves, caring to think about things beyond themselves. And that's okay. I accept that. I truly do. That's who he is and what he does, and it's just part of our reality. But every now and then, we really do need to think about beyond Alex. And so I came up with this idea. I take a piece of paper and I draw a line that divides it into thirds. So the first third, this side, the first third, I label needs and wants. And then as I draw that third line on the other side, it says plans. So needs, wants, plan. So he has a really strong idea of what he wants. And so we put the wants right in the center because they're important and they need to be front and center. And he needs to be able to articulate that. He needs to be able to say out loud, Mama, these are the things I want to do. And so we have Alex wants and we have Mama wants because they're things Mama wants too. We couldn't really do that until he was older, and he understood that we needed to take care of my wants as well as his wants. But his always get done first, and I don't think that's ever going to change. And that's okay, because that's where he is, and I meet him where he is. Then we go to that first column where the needs are, and we talk about the needs. What needs to happen in our day today or in our week if we're talking with this, whatever that time period is. And sometimes it's not a long time period, it's the next 15 minutes because his wants are so immediate, but they're things we need to do first. So we have the needs column. And we look at those and we talk about what are our needs today? What are our wants today? And what's our plan? That's that last one, right? So needs, wants, plan. So what's the plan? Usually, I say we need to get our needs met before we can do the things we want because our wants are usually the fun things, the things that he would much rather be doing than taking care of our needs. And so the rule of the house is we need to do our needs before we do our wants. And so when we make our plan, then he'll say, okay, I'll do, and we make a list of the things he's going to do. And I make a list of the things that I'm going to do. Those are the needs. What do we need to get done? He has his things, I have my things. Some of them we do together. Often we cook together or we tidy together or whatever we can do as a team, we do together. And then we look at the wants. What are the wants that we can do together so that there's Mama and Alex time? Because I think it's really important to do that. Even as adults, it's important to do that. And then what do we want to do apart? And what's that going to take? Does that mean that he needs to have somebody to go to a movie with? Does that mean that he has a program with one of our local agencies and he needs money so that he can go and have fun with his friends? Does that mean that one of his friends has invited him over and that's what he wants to do and that's part of the plan? So this needs wants plan has really worked in a lot of ways. And here's one of the ways that it works. It helps us organize, and that's really awesome. And that has great value. But the other thing that it has done, and sometimes the more important thing that it has done, is that it disempowers the angry feelings. If he feels angry because he has something he wants to do, and it gets super important to him and he can't see beyond that want that he has, then it disempowers that. It pulls it apart so that he can say, oh, I'm going to be able to do that, but we need to do this first. Where if I simply said, we need to do this first, then, if I do it first then, or an if then with him, sometimes that really doesn't work. He needs to see it. That's that visual component, right? Our kids sometimes need to see it. So I have to tell you, I have done needs wants plan on a napkin in the car. I have done need wants plan in a forest preserve with a stick in the sand. Needs wants plan. It's a beautiful thing. How can you incorporate that into what you do? Does it sound like something that might be helpful? Is it something that you'll try? Leave me a note. Let me know that. If you have something that's similar but works really well in your family, oh, please share that because I am always open to new ideas. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time.